The video shows two King County Sheriff's deputies escorting 15-year-old Malika Calhoun to a holding cell. When Deputy Paul Sheen asked the girl to remove her shoes, she's seen slipping out of her left shoe and kicking it at him. Sheen rushes into the cell, kicks the teen, and pushes her against a corner wall before flinging her to the floor by her hair. He then squats down on Calhoun and hits her twice. Deputies say the girl was, quote, real lippy, and that she had called them, quote, fat pigs. Paramedics were called after Calhoun had complained that she had difficulty breathing, but she did not require hospitalization.
So what counts as force in a Florida prison? When guards attacked this prisoner, they broke his ribs, pierced his lung and ruptured his spleen. And they got away with it.
Well, Kelly's Court is back in session on the docket today. Officers back on the force now after surrendering their guns and badges for beating a female inmate. Watch this tape. The woman was suspected of driving drunk. Here she is in the cell, standing by the door when two officers rush in. She gets flung against the wall. Oh, you can see her head smash into the cinder block. A short time later, she is back on her feet. Same officer walks in, sticks his finger in her face. Then, check this out. It's coming up. Deputy lands a haymaker, knocking her to the floor. As he is walking out, she follows him, and the jailers come charging back in the cell and toss her to the ground. There you see it. Both men were fired, but an independent review panel ordered that they be reinstated. However, their own boss, the sheriff, says that's totally unacceptable and is trying to keep them out.
Okay.
Caught on tape inside a Sacramento County jail holding cell, a deputy slamming a handcuffed suspect's head into a wall. Only on CBS 13, the video and the story behind it.
Sheriff John McGinnis calling the actions by his deputy excessive but explainable. Steve Large is live at the Sheriff's Department, where he watched the video alongside the sheriff today. Steve?
Yeah, and we'll get to the sheriff's reaction in just a moment, but first the man in the handcuffs. It all starts with him. He's the one that actually called the police to begin with to report an altercation with his brother-in-law, but he ended up in jail. When he was released, he had to go straight to the hospital. Now he's trying to use this videotape to go to court. Video shows a jail holding cell packed with deputies and a handcuffed John Campagna under arrest and facing a wall. Suddenly, one of the deputies takes his head and slams it into the concrete wall. Campagna's body goes limp moments later. A nurse is brought in shortly after as he lies on the cell floor. Campagna now says he blacked out.
The video has helped me remember this. I'm telling him, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. You know what? And then I get slammed. And that's where it all goes blank.
Still pictures following the incident show Campagna with a black eye and bruised face. Videotape from pat-down searches beforehand shows more scuffling with deputies. Campagna filed a complaint with the Sheriff's Department alleging excessive force, and Sheriff John McGinnis agreed. The deputy who slammed his head into the wall was disciplined. He's now back at work. Watching the videotape now, McGinnis says he doesn't like the way the incident was handled, but also says there was never any intent to hurt Campagna and that the suspect provoked the...
Former Clark County Detention Center inmate has filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the jail and Metro. He contends they used excessive force and caused him permanent injuries. Channel 8 Eyewitness News has obtained video of that incident. Edward Lawrence joins us now from the Clark County Detention Center to show us what happened. Edward.
Hey Gary, Sergio Ramirez says that the officers used excessive force. The video you're about to see was taken by the officers as part of standard procedure in the detention center when they move potentially dangerous inmates. This video taken on November 21st in cell block 5C prompted a federal civil rights lawsuit.
Place your hands out to your side, forming the letter T.
Sergio Ramirez was in jail on murder charges and being moved to isolation. The sergeant turns away from the cell and pulls a flash grenade, then throws it into the room. Take another look. At the time of the explosion, the grenade landed next to Ramirez, who was exactly in the position officers commanded, not resisting.